Hi guys, welcome back to Meyer Studio Sketch Club. My name is Izzy, next to me is my dad Jason, and just behind us in the background is my mom Cindy. Tonight we will be doing two 10-minute sketches that we started on Sunday. Be loose and have fun with it. Make sure if you're happy with your sketches, drop them in the comments. Take it away, Dad.
Hello everybody and welcome. We're going to do 2 minutes tonight. We're going to do the castle and the little statuette. So why don't we jump to the iPad and we'll talk a little bit about what we're going to do tonight. What's wrong?
I forgot about that.
Now you messed me up. As always, you can find our images on the website, jasonmeyer.com. And if you hit Sketch Club Live, that was an awesome intro, Izzy. I agree.
Nice job, Iz.
You can find the images we're using if you would like to sketch from them during the week or some other time. I know the little images we get here aren't very big. So jasonmeyer.com, hover over Sketch Club Live, and you'll see reference images. Open that page, and then you can click on each one. So if you've been around, you know I like to work with dark, gray, the tone of the paper, and light. So for me, that's an awful big mark. For me, excuse me. You know, I see all the dark right here, a little light at the base, but all dark. It looks like there's a ramp there. I see the dark of the trees, the bridge. I mean, you got 10 minutes, right? You got 10 minutes. Should I see all these details? Pardon me. Oh, excuse me. Allergies are acting up. Okay, so that would be my dark. You guys see that as a silhouette? And then our gray, I would make all of this gray. And for the tone of the paper, all right, we'd have some of these side planes here. It says castle. Castle with a king. Hogwarts, sorry. And then your lightest light, you could put it down here on the ground and then do like top planes here. And then of course I put a little bit here as well in that brightness just to set everything off. Okay, so that's how I'm thinking and what you'll see me do tonight. Again, nobody's looking over your shoulder and grading you. This is just grading you. It's just for fun. If you understand what I'm doing and it makes sense, do it. If not, do your own thing. Do your own thing. All right, what do we have? And then here, as of last time, there's a gesture that runs through the center. And if we think this whole thing is like a big cylinder, it's tilted this way and tilted this way, and then the mop balances that. Okay, our shadows on this side. Do you guys know what I mean when I say the shadows on this side? Let's take just a second. So if we have the light coming in down this way, if we have a cylinder, right, then the light will hit the near side and it'll be a shadow like that. What if that cylinder's... Well, then most of this will be light, only a little bit of it. Most of this will be shadow, only a little bit would be. Do you guys see? So as those cylinders turn in space, well, we're going to throw some shadow on them. And of course, don't forget your cast shadows. I know, not a lot of time for lessons, But this is for fun. If you come, keep coming, it'll start making sense. Give it a couple of weeks and you go, oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing.
Hey, I'm not the only daughter here.
You're not the only daughter here?
Nope.
Ah, hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So I don't know if you heard Izzy, but she was very excited that she's not the only daughter here. She says she gets so sick and tired of being the only daughter, she can't hardly stand it. All right, so enough with the dad jokes. And has everybody got their stuff and ready to go?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Let's get going. Oops. Guess what I just remembered I forgot to do today. Boom, boom.
Import the images.
Yeah, but you know what? They should be here from last time. So
Oh.
we'll go to Castle and we'll unblind that eye. We'll let it see. All right. You don't even have a fresh page to work on. Dubba dubba dubba
It
dubba.
takes time.
There's another daughter here. You've got to set a good example. Oh, number one daughter, what's happening? Is Janie going to give a trophy for the best daughter or something? Does she want to see
It's hidden.
It is hidden. Where'd it go?
I think it's under
I'm
us.
a daughter also. Your grandma's here.
Oh.
Oh, we got 3.
Got the battle of the daughters.
But I rule out you because you're also a mother.
A little true.
So that means you have to go for mother now.
No.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get the contour of the mountain back there just a little bit to set it aside, to set it apart from the contour of, was it Hogwarts, Izzy says?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I tried to call it a castle and she insists it's Hogwarts, so. The contour of Hogwarts.
You've seen some of the movies. You should know what it looks like.
I should. But me and should don't always get along. So,
Pip, pip.
pip pip.
No, that was fair. No.
And one of the things we can do too is make the castle shapes a little cleaner. Right? Because they're man-made and so they're going to be a little more organic and some straight lines. And then like the trees and the grass and the mountains. Make sure there's no straights in those. And that'll be another way that those shapes will diverge. And if you can spot those differences early and then think about those differences as you're drawing and painting, you'll see that the shapes will feel differently. How can a shape feel differently? Now you're just talking crazy talk. It's true, I promise. I've seen it. Shapes can feel. They can feel peaceful. They can feel active, aggressive.
Rawr.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is trying to find the base of that island. And sometimes if I'm just searching things out and I don't need like really clean, I'll use my stomp. It's just kind of a dirty gray basically. And then the flat of the top of that bridge, I think that works well to lead you into the picture, to the sketch. It's just a little bitty there at the edge. So I was working a little smaller in pretty tight space here with cameras and lights. And I could even notice when I was drawing, because I didn't really have enough room to draw from the shoulder that I like to, that my lines were pretty weak and squiggly. If you draw from the wrist, you'll get squiggly lines, but if you draw from the shoulder, you'll have straighter lines.
Squiggly
Hey,
is good.
Look,
Hey,
there's
Dad.
nothing wrong with squiggly. I'm just saying. Sometimes you want squiggly, sometimes you want straight. Hi, Miss Deb. Good to
Hi.
see you. Good to see you. So just to let everybody know, in the month of December, I think we're into our third. Are we in? This is the third week of going live,
Second.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the third week of going live.
Wait,
5
really?
days a week on YouTube, 3 days a week. I mean, 3 times a day. Yep.
Yeah.
We started on Tuesday.
But don't we have? Because this I get off on the second week of December, and I still have all this week.
Well, second full week.
No. Okay.
Yeah. It's starting Monday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Anyway, 5 days a week, 3 times a day on YouTube. 8 in the morning, we'll do student feedback, where I'll look at students' work and try to encourage them and see what I think might be next for them so that they can push their work forward. In the afternoon at 1:30, we're in the studio painting, mixing color, planning compositions, whatever I need to do, so that you can see how I work rather than just kind of classroom stuff. And then in the evening at 8 o'clock, and tonight we'll have a show, we look at a master's work. And typically, sometimes I do several, but lately we've been doing 1, maybe 2, and just taking a deeper look at how they move us around. Tonight we've got 3 from the Russian painter Ivan Shishkin. So, pretty incredible painter. If you haven't heard of him, Okay, so you see how the dark shape of the castle with the hard lines already has kind of a different feel from the rest of the landscape? Helps separate itself. Izzy has a different feel for how she's sketching tonight. Sketching with her hair.
It was,
Abba-dabba-da.
it was in my face, and then I couldn't find it, and it was concerning.
Oh. Thought somebody got away with your hair?
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. That was the exact thought in my mind as I searched for my hair.
You are a thinker.
Hey,
What? What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
You say it like it's an insult. Like I insulted you.
I don't know, but usually when you say something after that, it is.
That is not true. Huh.
Allow me to have my opinions.
Well, of course you're going to have your opinion. Just going to ask the doctor about paranoia.
So sweet. So sweet.
Oh. We try. We try. So how are your Hogwarts coming?
Mine looks like a mountain on an island.
An island mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Put a castle in there.
But I would kind of like my mountain island.
Oh. Mountain island with no castle?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I hope it's in a warm part of the world.
Not every person needs a castle.
No, that is true.
They can be content with a mountain.
You would settle for a mountain. That's how humble of you. Wow. Oh. You were that close to blowing my mind. Wow, you are mature. I get it. We're getting there, baby steps. Okay, one of the things you want to look at that's not so natural at first and try is keep just a few pieces, right? We don't want 4 or 5 pieces of gray and 7 or 8 pieces of dark. See if you can't unify them and tie them together. Your images will be better. Hey, Miss Susan made it tonight. Hi, Miss
Hi,
Susan.
Susan.
Good evening. I feel proper.
Isabella's obviously in her formal
Izzy.
attire tonight. You're in your formal attire. It's Isabella.
Yeah. Jason Kane.
Something tells me she might be an artist.
No.
She's got the temperament of an artist. Let's see if we can announce this again if I read it. And then you can have
Ooh.
time to thought. So, The schedule for YouTube for December. Weekdays, 3 times a day. That's a good way to put it. Mornings, about 8 a.m. to 8:30. I've been running maybe an hour on those, and we work on student paintings.
How dare you insult their time like that?
I know, but it charges them up, it charges me up, and then we're ready for the day. In the afternoons, 1:30 to 3:30. What are you, getting me another job? I got 15 jobs, Bon. I got 15 jobs. I don't need another job. Whoop, what did we just lose?
That light just
That
went
light
out.
dim.
Which one?
That one.
there.
Why did it do that?
How would that know? That's right. I kind of like it dim.
It was frightened.
You talked too long. You bored it.
Well, obviously I can't finish reading a paragraph. So afternoons, 1:30, generally to 2:30, not 3:30. So just about an hour. You're invited to the studios. Jason works on his paintings or sketches. Yep. And evenings, 8:20, 8:30, we look at a master's work. Nice and light, so we can dream about beauty as we go to bed. Wind down. Beauty's still a funny concept.
Oh,
To Isabella.
I understand it. I just like the way you worded it.
What did I
As
say?
we can find the beauty as we drift to bed.
Is that what I said, or is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
Ah, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, as long as we're clear on that.
Hmm.
Right. But no,
That's why when you say maybe, I take it as a yes. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
and we're sketching.
No, we're not sketching no more.
Castle.
Mountain.
All right.
Hogwarts.
So we're just about out of time on this one, I believe. So how did yours come out? Again, 10 minutes isn't a lot of time, but it's just to get out there and get sketching. And then you all can always go back and clean it up later. Oh, you guys have a decision to make tonight. Do we work 20 minutes on one of these? Or do you guys like the 10 minutes on the other two on Thursday? Tell us what you like. Because again, I haven't got it recorded yet, so you get a vote.
I like the 10 minutes on the other two.
You like 10 minutes instead of 120 on the
Yeah,
last one?
because then we can work on all of them.
Work
a
on
little
all
bit
of
longer.
them? Okay. All right.
Yes, vote in the comments.
Vote in your comments what you'd like to do on Thursday.
Because I was hoping we got you this one again. Because I like how that was looking.
Yosemite.
Yosemite?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I know some other people like Yosemite too, so. We'll give them, they like their sketches of Yosemite.
Yeah, but you made it sound like Joe-semity.
Yosemite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I liked it. It's kind of funny.
Joe's your friend?
I have no friends named Joe, for your information.
Hmm.
You have your teacher.
One of my teachers was named Joe?
Teacher Joe?
And teacher Joe.
Yeah, you got a dance teacher now, and then yeah.
Wow. I forgot about him.
So what you see here is the parentheses on the side of the face, right? And then, how am I going to say that? Parentheses the same way on the back of the head. So it's basically showing me the side of the head versus the front of the head. And yeah, it's got to be softened up, but when we start with the big pieces. And then as we work, we refine to the smaller pieces. But art's about working from big to small. And there's very practical reasons for this. We want to start off very simple, unadorned, with the big pieces so we can get them placed in the right areas without a lot of work.
New picture.
New picture. Oh,
Thanks, Shakti.
thank you. Let's see.
Where's Shakti?
She commented saying we can't see the new picture.
Change the reference. Guys, I told you I can't hear you. You're gonna have
That's
to.
me.
You've got to yell. You got to say it louder.
That's me!
Louder. What are we doing
Change
now?
the reference.
Statue. There it is. There it is. All right.
Your failure to your job may result in elimination.
Hey. Give the guy a
Yeah.
break.
Wow.
It's so hard.
Wow. Tough crowd. You dropped that victim status you started with pretty quick.
You need to
Didn't
slow
take you
down.
long to get on the aggressor end of things. I guess it's good to be flexible, huh? Sometimes you're the victim, sometimes you're the aggressor. All right. Woo. I think I'm gonna be spending more time in my studio.
I have my little petunia.
Let's do some more.
Yeah, but I'm trying to work it out.
Trying to work it out. You're trying to procrastinate.
Do some sketching.
I'm
Yeah. Trying to procrastinate. Right, and part of what we're doing is always relating, right? And so I related from the head, and if we dropped a plumb line or a straight line from the head, you know, where's that elbow? Where's that hand? Where's that foot? Where's that dress kind of poof out at? How does that line up vertically with the head? And you can do the same thing horizontally and diagonally. And with some practice, you get used to seeing it. But it does take a little practice. You know, it takes practice for everybody. Nobody's born with this. I say all the time, I'm so thankful that nobody told me when I started just how god awful I was. Oh my God. Like 3 or 4 years into it, I'm still god awful. I mean, horrible. And they would just smile and say, keep going. So, I wasn't a very good listener back then anyway, so I don't know that it would have mattered. But, right, so try to make your marks descriptive if you can. And I know at first that doesn't even mean anything, but you want to look for that. Right?
Mine looks like a ballerina with a mop.
Excellent. Give some movement to that dress, like she's spinning. Some gesture. Like, and sometimes if you repeat a line, like you take the same line and then you just repeat it out a little after, right? Or if you did that, that could look like movement.
Like the cartoons.
The cartoons use it, yeah. In fine art, it's there too, but usually it's just you can't. It's not so obvious in the fine art. In fine art, yeah. So we got the reference is up on the website, jasonmeyer.com. Go to Sketch Club in the headings there, and if you hover your mouse over it, you'll see a new title pop up called Reference. Is it Reference Library? Click on that, and you'll get the references for the week. Access, and you can draw from there or
Reference images, sorry.
reference images.
My bad.
Images, libraries, academies. What's our school name going to be? Somebody said Nirvana Paints. Shakti said Nirvana Paints. What?
Nothing.
Oh, she's stunned. She's stunned.
I was kind of talking to myself. I just happened to forget we were on air.
You talking to yourself, you forgot you were on air and that you said it out loud?
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
Like you always say, you'll be in the kitchen, you'll say something, and you'll be like, "Oop, was that my outside voice?"
Okay. If you're happy with how your your sketches turn out, we'd love for you to share them in the comments on Meyer Studio. Right, it inspires other people. This isn't about getting into the museum or anything. It's just about sitting down and moving your hand and making some marks on the paper. One of the reasons we do it quick and try to stay loose about it is for a lot of times it's about overcoming fear. We make it in our mind like drawing's a bigger deal than it is. And oh, well, I can't draw because it doesn't look good when I draw. My stuff didn't look good for years, and I was still paying a lot of money and going and doing it. So just do it. And then what you'll find is if you'll do it a few times a week, it becomes easier and easier and then very enjoyable. Right? Just the act of it. Very enjoyable. So I'm having a thunk, like to have a deep thunk on the gesture I'm going to put in the background. And I didn't know if I was going to have it go diagonal down from left to right or diagonal up. And I decided on diagonal down. So starting at the end, at the bottom, then we're working up. And that's going to help, again, that'll be the gray, the middle value. And then with my shadow value on the statue and the light value being lighter, that'll pull off of the background. But one of the things you'll see me do here is I make things very obscure, and then I pull them out a little bit with the eraser. I was going to pull out more, but I ran out of time. I actually ran out of time before I even started the eraser, but I figured nobody was there to tell me to stop, so I just kept going. I just kept going. And, you know, I'm not ashamed of it. I have no shame. I'm not ashamed. It went over 10 minutes, and I did it on purpose. I turned the timer on. I heard it.
Kind of a rebel.
Calm down.
No, I'm not embarrassed about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm owning it.
Wow.
So I think the timer went off about here, and I realized this is supposed to be a cute little girl, and I've got,
Middle-aged woman.
well, I don't even think it's a woman. It's pretty, their face is pretty hard, so I quickly go crazy and soften everything. I wouldn't recommend doing this. Just take more time. Eyes on video.
Hey!
What?
14, 14, 14.
14, 14, 14. What does that mean?
14 people watching, 14 thumbs up, 14 hearts.
Oh, in the cosmic sense.
Huh? What?
Numerology.
Again, what?
You have to ask Ellen. Oh, there we go. That's 15, 15.
15, 15. Enough of that 14, 14. We're done with that.
Yeet.
We are done with it. So how did you guys do tonight? We got a couple more minutes on this. Like I said, I added just a couple minutes.
He gets lost in the beauty.
I do. Don't be jealous. You're just jealous.
Why would I be
You're
jealous?
just jealous, yo. Don't be jealous.
You have discovered my greatest secret. Whoa. Ow. My bony elbows.
Sometimes love hurts. Yeah, here we go. Some action. No, in all seriousness, you see how I'm going different directions each time I go through? That sort of thing can bring, when you're done, give a work a lot of life. Because again, you don't want to be a fence builder. And boy, howdy, I wish I had some more time to really pull out those lights from there. They'd look so nice. Get that white chalk out there, get some highlights. And now we're having a good time. I think we're called a hoedown. Good old-fashioned hoedown. Right, and so those light areas we could use if we had more time to really direct the eye where we want them to go. But to me, that looks so much better than just those lines. I was never much of a linear person. Even before I really understood the difference between line and mass. So now I'm just taking it off the floor so it looks like there's a little bit of light back there. And that's about it for today.
We need a rewind.
All right. Oops, I've been doing that a couple of times. It goes on itself and I hit it. So how did you guys do? Did you do okay? Did you have a good time? I got a wobble chair and Izzy's just hoping I wobble right off of it. It's not going to happen.
No.
I'm in full control.
My foot slipped and I banged my toe on the cart and I thought I was going to dip
Oh, you
backwards.
thought you were going backwards. Ah. You saw my movement, thought we. So in about a minute 20 here, we'll see the whole show tonight. And a little easier to pick up the patterns here. All right. If you guys think Izzy's cute, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If not, you don't have to. It's fine.
Oh,
She's good. Oh, hold on.
insulted.
Well, I'm asking them what they think. If
Why?
why? Well, I don't know, because I think I know the way they'll answer. Well, they think you're cute.
Oh.
What are you? My goodness.
Got all kinds of hearts. Jeez.
Trying to be nice to you, and you're just
Thanks,
like,
Mom.
wow. Wow, there. All
There
right.
we go.
It's always fun. It's great, Susan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have we decided what we're working on in the morning?
We have.
No.
Do we have new work coming in? I haven't even had a chance to look at the email. I'm sure we do.
We might have some.
Okay. So tomorrow will be midweek check-in. So any work that I have, within reason, I'll get them all done. You're welcome, Cindy. Oops, and I guess that was it. So I'm a broadcast specialist tonight, evidently. Mhm.
Keeping it real.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll be back every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 6:55. As always, if you got something you think would be fun to sketch, send in some photos, and if it works out, I'd love to include them, and we can sketch your photos and everything. Okay. Until then, lots of love. Stay beautiful, people.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.